Today we're checking out a new comic by Magma Man. You Made Her So Fat, adapted from the awesome story You Made Her So Fat by Chubba Dub Dub, which you can check out on Chubba Dub Dub's DeviantArt if you're really interested to read the source material. One of my favorite short stories of all time. Obviously, if you want to read the rest of Magma Man's comics, you can check him out on DeviantArt or support him on Patreon. Yeah, I'm curious to find out what this one's about. Let's find out. You Made Her So Fat. Comic by the Magma Man. Story by Chubba Dub Dub.
Sure, it's a date. At this point, it's no secret. Everybody knows what you're doing to her. You're the one who made her like this. When you first asked her out, she was short and skinny, but curvy. Maybe you saw potential in her then. You got the ball rolling with those early dates. Back then, you weren't up to anything sketchy. You were just being a gentleman. You're right. Delicious. Or were you secretly wondering how much a little weight might make her chest bigger, her bottom a little thicker, her hips wider? The candy you'd surprise her with in her dorm before your dates had no ulterior motives, right? She was skinny, but the romance was legitimate. I looked on, thinking how happy and lucky she was.
My goodness, she truly looks honored to receive this. It's like, oh, here's a box of candy. She's like, you can't. She looks like we've just like proposed to her or something. It's like she's like about to break down in tears. It's like, sweet candy, no one's ever. Like, wow, okay, she really likes candy, I guess. And I assume this is the narrator, her friend, looking on. If only she had known then, maybe she could have saved her friend, but it's too late now. I want to live in this room though. This room looks super pretty. This is exciting. I love her design. Cute. She looks like the bubbly cheerleader type. Can't wait to see that tone soften. You should check out The Party by the same author. It was a little too unrealistic to me, but fun to read. Really. Magma Man has standards. Professionals have standards. Magma Man likes a realistic tale.
You probably didn't buy the chocolates or take her out to eat to deliberately make her fat. At least not consciously. My favorite Italian place again? You sure know how to spoil a girl. However, you can't deny the fact that with each such purchase, you secretly hoped your money was being invested in her waistline. And there's no way you can tell me that you didn't feel yourself fall deeper in love as soon as you realized that investment was more than just a fantasy. When she gets out of bed in the morning and heads to the fridge, you can't help but notice a little extra softness all over.
I can never get over the wall art in Magma Man comics. Like, what is this nonsense? Maybe I just don't appreciate modern art, and Magma Man is more cultured than me. But I mean, let's be fair. My artistic taste is looking at like people's drawings of fat anime girls on DeviantArt. So maybe I'm just not very cultured.
She was changing before your eyes, and you hadn't truly been hooked until you'd noticed. You couldn't help but watch excitedly as she struggled to button her pants. You going to get dressed so we can go out and grab breakfast or what?
I am of the opinion the view depicted in the middle panel deserves an after sort of revisit with the same clothes before things get too out of control for our heroine. Not a bad idea.
She started skipping the gym more often to go on your dates, or she'd go work out only to have a cupcake or two after as a reward. We chalked it up to relationship pounds. She was happy, so it was no big deal, right? Everybody could tell that she started to soften up at the exact moment she started getting comfortable around you.
She looks like really scared. She's like, oh, girl, don't eat that cupcake, it'll kill you. Like, why is she so mortified? I love this. Oh, it's a couch under the bunk bed. I want something like this. This looks freaking awesome. Where can I buy something like this?
You couldn't help but notice as well. You were always all over her. You made her feel so beautiful, even with the added pounds. Hey, did we run out of the Oreos? Her tummy was starting to bulge, her legs jiggling when she walked. You found yourself completely unable to resist the desire to explore it further. If she were more comfortable, would she get bigger?
How do you run out of Oreos, man? Oreos are like 50 cents or something like that. There's no excuse to not have Oreos around. Look at them apples. Let me guess, Magma Man. These aren't eating apples. These are just art apples or something. Those first few official chubby pounds are so precious. You know that waistband is going to be under serious assault very soon. The roommate looking at the love handles is an amazing touch. What is this look? She looks like she's staring at a friggin' like a crime scene or something like that. The crime of thickening up a lady. Is that really a crime?
You made it happen, and the results were exactly what you'd wanted and hoped. The dinners you shared started coming from delivery boys instead of waiters. Good call on convincing me to go with the medium.
What is this? Mike's Pizza? Hot fresh.
Trips to the theater became obsolete thanks to Netflix.
Hey, that's not necessarily the sign of a lazy lifestyle. That's just how things are nowadays, ma'am.
I thought The Lighthouse was going to be a relaxing movie about the beach. This movie is fricked up. Thank goodness for your speaking skills, babe.
Hey, The Lighthouse is a great movie. That's a 10 out of 10. I mean, yeah, it's not a relaxing movie about the beach, but it's really good. What do you... It's a great movie. Don't ask me what it's about. I don't know. It's got the Green Goblin and Edward in it.
You made sure your apartment was always well stocked with goodies. Although you never forced anything on her, you just pointed the way. Those walks in the park disappeared, but you were both happy to be getting more mileage out of your copies of Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. Thanks to you, she was taking more calories and burning virtually none.
Okay, I don't know, man. This sounds like a pretty good lifestyle. This is the neat lifestyle, I guess. Ordering food instead of going to restaurants, watching Netflix instead of going to the theater, playing video games instead of walking the park. Are you judging our lifestyles, all of us who, prefer this way of living? It's valid. Love the Lighthouse reference. Great movie. Nice. Kino enjoyers.
She gained 30 pounds in just a few months. You remember 150 pounds on her thick frame fondly, enjoying each inch added to her body. Her chest was growing massive, her hips wide and soft. She hardly noticed the weight gain, but she certainly noticed your reaction. Okay, yeah, she's getting thick. She's getting thick. What do you think of my new swimsuit? I had to go up a few sizes. Honestly, I love how it shows off my curves. Don't think I don't see you eyeing me up all the time. You couldn't keep your hands or lips off of her these days. And really, how could you? Her body became more and more magnetic as its curves were multiplied. You saw her pudgy belly, her thickening thighs, and her wobbly bottom, and you couldn't keep away. It was irresistible. She was becoming fuller, and you were becoming more obsessed. Wait, I thought you were coming to the gym with me. Well, I was, but I think I'm going to head over to my boyfriend's apartment to watch a romantic comedy. He made brownies. If I ever get these damn shorts to button, what the heck is going on with these things? I couldn't believe what was happening to her before my very eyes. I thought 160 pounds would be enough for you.
Ah, ma'am, clearly you're not familiar with the true people of culture. Have you seen the DeviantArt comment section? They are never satisfied. It's kind of scary. I hope that the Dark Earth will gain weight too. That may happen. I give it a 50-50. Odds for and against. Where are my bets, people? Place your bets. Is the dark-haired girl gonna get fat too? When will this newly minted plumper get alarmed and go on a diet? I don't know. Her boyfriend's keeping her very comfy, happy, and satisfied. So I don't know what would trigger her to think anything needs to change. But well, that is only the start of this new story, and I must say I'm interested. I'm interested. This is going in an interesting direction. We want to know, does the dark-haired girl get fat as well? Place your bets, people. If you want to see the new pages as they come out, check Mega Man out on DeviantArt or support him on his Patreon. Oh, this comic is actually completed. Man, he's got a lot of completed comics. Well, I guess you can read the whole thing over on his Patreon. Check that out. Link in description. You'll have a good one, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Who knows what it'll be? I don't know. Do I look like a guy with a plan? Have a good one.